Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy week of July the 7th. If you are in the United States and celebrated the 4th of July, I hope you had a safe weekend. This week, we are pulling from our go-to, The Soul's Journey from James Van Praagh, around our monthly mantra, our new monthly mantra, Redefining Failure. And I really like this card for us this week. It is grief. Grief. And let me read this to you. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Let me read that again. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And I appreciate this for our monthly mantra because so many times when we feel like we have failed, something didn't go our way, we didn't get the job, a relationship didn't work out. I think, at least in my experience, I have not grieved that. I did not I did not grieve that. I've talked about it before about how I had a very close friendship and we just grew apart. And as much as I loved that person and I wished them well, it just wasn't in my highest and greatest good in my life. And I had to set boundaries and eventually release that person. And I had to grieve that friendship. And I think a lot of times we tend to just go on to the next thing and move forward, and we don't give ourselves enough time to grieve. And yes, of course, we grieve the loss of life or the treatment of other people, and we grieve a lot of things. But sometimes we don't think about grieving things like a job or even someone leaving a job. Maybe it was your bestie at work and they took another position and they've left. And so it's a grieving process, and that is okay. So give yourself, when you were thinking about your failures, whatever failure means to me, and if you haven't gone back and watched the midweek motivation on Wednesday of last week, please go take a look. Because I talked about figuring out your definition of failure because everybody's definition of failure is different, just like everyone's definition of success is different. So go back and watch that, but give yourself some grace to grieve things that didn't work out. Um, yes, we're going to talk about how to reframe that failure and how to move forward, but sometimes you just need to grieve it, and that is okay. That is totally okay to grieve the job, something that fell through, a project that didn't work out, a relationship. And it may not be like a significant other relationship. Maybe it's a friendship or a relationship with your kid or your parent. So take some time to grieve that. That is okay to grieve that. It is okay to feel those feelings. And when you are grieving, at least in my experience, now that I've started grieving things like this and feeling that, other things open up to me, whether that is a realization, whether that is the next steps, whether that is acceptance. So this week, as you go through, and if you think about, maybe something's going on in your life that you feel that is not going the way you want it to, maybe fill in to see if you need to grieve it. See if you need to let it go. See if you need to really focus on those emotions that are coming up around it because your emotions are valid. You are okay to feel what you are feeling, every single feeling. And let me say this, you can be, you can feel two emotions at the same time. You can. You can feel happy that you got a new job and also sad that you're leaving your coworkers. It's two things can be true at the same time. And that's what makes emotions very messy, right? So this week, take some time to grieve if you need to. Look inward, see where those emotions are. And don't forget, Thursday nights, Embracing Me all month long, we were talking about redefining failure. It's our monthly membership, 7 p.m. on Zoom. Please come join us. Come check it out. We are working on this the whole entire month of July. And each month we have a different theme. Don't forget to go back and watch last week's midweek motivation. And I hope you have a wonderful and fantastic week.